my parents had to cross the border so that we could like, you know, have a better life. And it's better. I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but I think if the situation like was better, like different in our countries, people wouldn't like probably chase the American dream. You know, it would be that Salvadorian dream where like I sit here, I could be with my family without like being fear, but without being fear of like gangs and stuff like that. Like they're like recruiting like kids to join the gangs, and it's not because they want to. It's because like if you don't join, like we kill a family member. For some people, I think the American dream would just be like escaping or like violence or like the gangs, and like feeling like being in a place where they feel safe. On the other side, I feel like people's like getting like rich or something here, but it's like the situation is so bad that some people literally they just want a place where they feel safe with their families. It's like there's more risk of like staying there than like walking through Mexico or like through the border. There's so much going on there that when I first, you know, thought about it, I was like, I don't know, it's just the border. But like, you go there and you see all these things that happen. It's just like so recent. Like I went there, like at the border, just talking to families. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. There's this lady who like literally came with the baby that when they left El Salvador was like 3 months, and like when they got to Texas, it was like he was 5 months, so they were like 2 months on their way. And I was like, wow, how do you do that? How do you carry your baby through like Mexico? It's just, I know, it was a lot. Some of them, the families we like talked to, they had kids, and they're like, oh no, like my kid's starting school as soon as we get wherever we're going. We were talking with one of my friends on a trip that I think the hardest part was like seeing everyone that I was so excited, but I think just like we kind of like we started crying when we thought about like these people are like so, even though you know they went through like such a hard time, they're like they have hope to like send their kids to school and stuff, but the worst thing is like you don't really know if they're gonna get to stay, if the judge is gonna let them stay. So I think that's like really heartbreaking. I was talking to families at the border, and like they said all these things, and I'm like, wow, like that's what I went through when I was like a kid. So it's like I don't know, it's really hard. Sorry, I'm getting very emotional now. My dad came here when I was like 6 months, and then my mom came like when I was 3 years old. My grandparents said that I would like cry every night when she left, but then she went back because like I was there, and like she just didn't want to be like separated, so she went back, and then she stayed there. And then my dad like he did the whole process so that she could like she could come with us legally. So it worked out at the end. I think the main reason my dad decided to come here is because like when I was born, like he decided to move here. I think the American dream for my parents was for me to come here and like and get an education, and like it worked out for us, but like it hasn't worked for like other family members or like people, you know, like people that I know, and like that they wanted it so badly and they can't do it. Like my parents supported me like all the time, and it's just, and I was like legal, like people call it, like I had like, you know, the papers and documents, but I know a lot of friends that graduated from high school but they couldn't like continue like college and stuff, and they really wanted it. The family and also like their own dreams in a way, because I don't think, you know, I told my dad, I talk a lot about it, like I don't think, you know, probably your dream wasn't really to be here. Like he's like, you know, no, like he'll talk about other things that he wanted to do, because when he came here he had like work, he didn't even go to school because he had to work for like, because I was born, and then, you know, everything kind of like just happened, and my sisters and stuff, so they kind of like, I think like everything they've done is just been for us. When I graduated college in 2018 from American University, I would have like closed a chapter of like, you know, an American dream that my parents wanted for us, for me and my siblings. Something that I like worked hard for, and like in America, where like they told us that like dreams come true. I think it would be like, yeah, I made it in a different country, like with no English. Like I had worked hard, but like I accomplished the dream.